Part of the reason I believe this is happening to me, and I don't know if I'm right or wrong, because a lot of shit has happened to me and they don't show any signs of stopping. And there are things that I want to say, but I can't say, because I know if I say it, what they're looking for is to say I'm harassing them is one. Like I'm just looking for things to say, oh, look, that's happening, I'm being stalked. Oh, look, that's happening, I'm being stalked. Oh, look, see, that's happening, I'm being stalked. Like I'm pulling straws out of the air. I'm looking for something that anything could be construed as gang stalking. It's all in my head, it's in my imagination, it's not happening, I'm crazy, I'm stupid, I'm dumb, I'm just a fat woman who doesn't know shit from Shinola. You know, this is the kind of message they want to convey. This is the kind of message. But the problem is, why did they provoke this at all? That's what I want to know. I didn't go looking for this, not this. Why did they provoke this, and why are they keeping it up for so long? That's my stand right now. Why have they started this to this extreme length and is keeping it up? And I know that they're paying people to do this. They're paying people. Why go to these extreme lengths? Why? For kicks? For fun? For lack of something better to do with your time? If you had a regular 9-to-5 job, I don't think you can find the time or afford it. You'd have to get some rest and go to work the next day. But then again, if you're paying people to do this, you can be in any location while shit happens. And I think that's the whole point. They use these gang stalkers, but why do these gang stalkers let themselves be used like this? Do they not see the severity? If something really goes wrong with the person that they're harassing, what happens to them? Somebody out there sees them. Some neighbor, somebody sees them. So that's going to cause a problem for them. I mean, why put themselves out there? Is it that they feel confident? One, well, it's not going to get that bad. It's not that serious. It's just fun and games for the most part. It's not going to be a fatality. There's not going to be any accidents. There's not going to be somebody dying or somebody croaking or something really bad happening to them medically. I mean, how do they see their role in that person's life and what they're doing? And how would they handle a situation like that should it arise? And first of all, why put themselves in a situation like that? That's taking a risk. And not to mention, as a human being, you're making that person's life a living hell. It's just a living hell. I understand the need for money. Everybody has the same need for money. But there's a need for money and there's greed. Which one is you? There's greed. You're just running on greed. Chasing after money that's obviously not yours, because if it was, you wouldn't have to do this. So, my point in this is, what are they doing here? What exactly are they doing? Is it that they're pushing me to the extreme of, let's see, it's been happening to me for a while. So, let's use me like a poster child. They've got a newfangled outlook. They've got devices, you know, they got some money, they're going to hire gang stalkers, whatever. Now, they want to know what law enforcement will or won't do. Let's follow this one woman. She's a little bit credible because she doesn't have anything attached to her name that says, bam in your face, usual suspect list. No, that's me, right? Let her do the talking. Let's poke her like having a person in a cage, and they have a cow poke and they're poking at me. Well, if she screams at this level, let's see who will come. If she screams at that level, let's see who will come. If she starts yelling help, let's see who will come. So that they know when the next one comes along what their limits are and what they can get away with. Because sometimes I have to wonder, I look at this from all around, what is their motive, their criteria here? What are they looking for? Because she's coming at me from all around. And I'm sure she's listening and watching the things I post, listening. Why? If she talks to a police officer, what will she say? How will they react? Are they going to do any research? Are they going to do anything? Are they going to take a statement? Are they going to do anything? So they know next time what will happen. Talk to anybody, a lawyer. What are they going to say? What are they going to do? Are they going to do anything at all? So they're hacking now and listening. So they have to watch and see, using me like the poster child, like a poster child, to see what they can get away with and to what extreme they can take this. That's one way of looking at this. I am not sure if I'm way off base, but sometimes I'm sure some of you have felt this way. Like you're being used by some people to see what law enforcement will or won't do, or how family members are going to react, how friends are going to react, how loved ones are going to react, how husbands, wives, girlfriends, boyfriends, girlfriends, are going to react, co-workers. Like they use us to see what they can get away with. Because when you find someone that's credible and they make a complaint, they tell a friend, they tell their spouse, they tell their co-worker, they need to see how that person will react. Then they gauge from there how people will react in general to doing this. And then they go on en masse and they start messing with people. Why though? That's the thing I don't know. Well, how are they monetizing this? I don't know. The only thing I could think of, like I said, I have inheritances, and that's what they're tapping into. But they're pretty bold. These people who's doing this, they're pretty ballsy. I don't know. Pretty bold, pretty ballsy. So they must have the goods on me, which is fine. Which is fine. I'm ready to take them on in a court of law anytime. And I'm saying that right out. I don't really care. If I've said something, if I've done something, I'll take my knocks. But then so will you. So let's go. It's been a whole year. Let's go. Put your money where your mouth is. Piss or get off the pot. Let's go. Let's go. So to all of you out there though, stay safe. And if you have any suggestions, constructive for me, please let me know. And if anything I can do for you, or if you just want someone to talk to, let me know. It's always good when I try to make people feel better. They say there's a saying, I think it's Buddha or Confucius say, always strive to leave the space you're in better than when you found it. Meaning that be a sign of upliftment, be a sign of something empowering to the people around you, not powerful, like power over them. But if you're empowered, you're not looking for people to look up to you. You know who you are. You feel happy within yourself, and the happiness will radiate and spread to them. And that's what I listen to these things, and they stick in my head, and I live my life almost unconsciously by these rules. It's not something I have to think about. It just comes to me naturally. So if you can think of any suggestions, please let me know.